Whoopsie. Hi. I was playing around and forgot to start. So, whoopsie. I'm happy Monday. It's Monday at 5:01. Handknitter live on Monday at 5:01. Later I'll be Handknitter recorded, watched after the fact. I was trying to get something working yet again, and then my phone stopped recording or stopped cameraing, and so while nobody's here, I'm gonna see. Yeah, I can't. So I can share that screen, but I can't type anything in, and I can't figure that out. Oh, interact. Ooh. If it's tiny, I can. But see, then you'll know all my stuff. So what does that mean? Oh, now you can see things, can't you? Did I figure it out? Am I amazing or what? Hi, Marilyn. Are you watching me play with Ravelry right now? Is it working? I may have figured it out on the fly. Like, am I signed in? Can you see a search page that says search inspiration patternless projects? I'm waiting to hear. Well, I don't have to wait to hear, but I'm waiting to hear because I might be overly excited about this. I also want to know if you can hear me because I'm on my headset, that's what it's called. Yes, and can you hear me okay on the headset, or do I have the wrong audio turned on? Look at me. Okay, thanks, Marilyn. The reason I'm using the headset is because I was listening to some of the most recent YouTube live streams I've done so I could make show notes, and I noticed that you can hear everything in the background and you can hear the kids playing in the pool next door. So I decided, which of course now there's nothing except the fans running. Hi, Diane. I'm glad. I can't hear you, but that's okay. A bit of background noise. Okay. Maybe that's better. The fan is running, so maybe that's it. I'm trying to cut out. One of the days I streamed recently was really windy, and I think I could hear that on the recording. But if this is okay or better or worse, let me know. If it's worse, I'll just take off the headset and we can try it that way. But just trying to have a better experience. That's working. Woo! So, phew. Okay, so happy Monday. And holy cow, it looks like a lot of people are watching. So welcome. Some of you may not have been here before. I do this every Monday at 5 o'clock, sometimes 5:01. Just today was one of those days. Thanks, Diane. Better with it farther away, maybe. I'll listen to it later tonight and see what I think. But I'm excited to see more than one or two people. I can't really see you. I just see a thing. Let's see how many it says there are. 4. That's very exciting. You can say hi in the chat if you want to, or you can just lurk. That's fine. I am here in my office. This is Handknitter Studio. This is where I Zoom from. Today we're YouTubing. I used to Facebook Live. And I just, something that I finished this weekend was to move all of my Facebook Lives that I did over to YouTube. And now I get to, trying to be more positive, watch them all and make notes so that you can find, like if I talk about a pattern, then you can find it later. Like if you look it up later or if you watch me later. So if you haven't seen this before, I'm unscripted. It's just me being myself, and I'm going to talk about some things. So, old news. You know, you'd think I would have nicer project bags, and I do. Just not with this project in it. So, old news. Why is that blue? Oh, okay. This doesn't go in there. This is my cowl. The book is downstairs, so I can't hold it up this week. This is my cowl. I read through Tony Lipsy's Tunisian crochet book that I can't remember the name of. It's like Learn to Tunisian Crochet, and that doesn't sound right. Anyway, I actually read the book, and then I did all the little samples, mostly because I wanted to start with the first project, which used like the second to last sample, and each of the samples kind of builds on the previous ones. Whoops. So last we saw, what did I do? I had done the, mattress stitch to join the giant length together, and that is right here. It looks exactly the same. So that's a little poofy, has the mattress stitch ridge right there. And then, if you remember, I had worked the 3 needle, nope, there's no 3 needle anything here. I'd worked the sideways crocheted rib, which was also new to me. Tunisian crochet, this is my first Tunisian crochet project. Excuse me, unless you count the little swatches, which I don't. So when that's done, the Tunisian crochet part, then you do a round of single crochet or slip stitch. Which is that? I think it's slip stitch. That's slip stitch. All the way around. I think I've been saying single crochet forever, but maybe it was supposed to be single crochet. I don't know, but it's slip stitch. And then you do the sideways rib. And the sideways rib was supposed to be, it was a 5 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is the 5 stitch. Please hold. No, hold on. Also, if you haven't been here before, I do 0 prep work, so what you see is what you get. Okay, so this was the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know anymore. I thought I saved it for you. Yeah, so this was the 5 stitch sideways crochet rib, and I did all of one side, and then I started the other side and ran out. I knew I was going to run out. I ran out of yarn, and it is the yarn they called for. I bought as much as they called for. No, I did not do a swatch, so we're figuring that that's why. This is a common theme. You should always do a swatch. I should always do a swatch. And so I redid... I took out the second side that hadn't been long enough, and I redid it. I was pretty smart. I didn't take out the slip stitch because that was fine. But I redid the ribbing as a 4 stitch ribbing instead of a 5 stitch ribbing. And Fran, who may or may not be here right now, last week said, "Are you going to do the math and see if that's enough to make the difference?" And I wasn't, but I did, and it was. Took me a while to wrap my head around it, but it should be enough to make the difference. So I redid this side with the 4 stitch sideways crochet rib. I said that all right. And I left it, I don't know why I did this, but I left it to fasten off. And then I will, I left it because I didn't have the book with me and I wasn't sure how she finished it up. Okay, let's open that up again. Always undoing. Oops. Okay. I left it because I didn't have the book with me, so she had you do something at the end. I have to go look that up. I just remembered. And B, I'm going to use the tail, well, one of the tails, beginning or ending, to sew that together, and then that side will be done. And then I started to tear out the rest of the first side that I needed to scavenge some yarn from to finish the second side. So, but I wanted to leave a little bit so we could compare, and I don't think it's much of a difference. So that's the 4-stitch, and this is, I believe, the 5-stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe I started the 5-stitch. I think I might have started the 5-stitch. Who the hell knows? Let's see. Let's find out. I put it down because I wanted to show it to you, and so I haven't looked at it for a while. And I forget. So let's see. That's a chain, and then 1, 2, 3, oops. I lost it. Okay, let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was the 5. This is definitely 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am so confused. Trying to figure out if I restarted it as the 4 or not. I'll find out when I restart it. Let's do it. Holy crap, Sarah. What's that big guy up there? Oh, it's just stretched out. Okay, so and then we do 2 slip stitches. Can you see okay? And we do 2 slip stitches, and then we turn. Yeah, I've been turning this way. And then we do however many things starting with this. So let's see, 1, 2, I think I already started the 4-stitch. I don't know. That was so long ago. Yep, looks like I already started the 4-stitch. Let's see. 1, and the thing that makes it ribbing. Did I do it wrong already? I don't know. Maybe. 1, 2. What did I do there? Oh my gosh, you guys. This is what happens when you put it down and don't pick it back up. Nope, I'm doing it right. Okay. The thing I thought I forgot to do just now is that the way it makes ribbing is to crochet it through the back loop. So there's my chain. Oops, I'm way up north here. Okay. So let's do a couple rows. On the way down, I start there and I do 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going under the back of the chain, and apparently, well, not apparently, it leaves the front of the chain, and that's what makes it look like the ribbing. That becomes the poofed out part of the ribbing. And then I have to move over a little bit. And then we'll do one more there and back, and then I'll stop for right now and move on to the next thing. So I don't know, I thought I left, so confused. I thought I left it to compare the 5 and the 4 to you. I couldn't even tell the difference. Today I couldn't because it was the same, hilariously, but there's 3, there's 4, oops. And then my chain to turn, and then 1. So up and down, there and back, I'm just using the back of the chain. 3, 4. So I guess I'm moving forward. Oh, you know what? Oops. I think last week I tore out, maybe I showed it to you last week. Because I think I tore it out then. Wow, my memory sucks, big ones. Okay, and then move over to, and I'm going to leave it there because holy crap, I don't even know what's going on. So that's my, I just need, maybe that's what I said. If only I had show notes. So anyway, I need to finish that. I probably told you that last time. Here's my ball. Should be big enough. Who the heck knows? OMG. So that's that. I'm sorry, I probably did all of that last week too. I don't know, there's just a big empty void in my head. Okay, on to the next one. Whoop. The next one, that was the something old. I have the something new. This one is in a pretty project bag. So I know that I showed you last week my pretty Ba La Jolla sock yarn that I purchased. Well, it's fingering weight yarn that I'm madly in love with. And I also, I think, at some point talked about the Casapinka mystery knit along. So what I've done, hopefully, is gotten this so I can show you. We'll see. If we say Sharon Air, because that's what it's called. I think it's working. I'm so excited. Well, that's hilarious that more things came up. So Sharon Air Mystery Knit Along, if you can see this. I would love some more verification. Oh, you know what? There, that made me happier. But what did I do now? That. Can I do things? No, now that went away. Crap. Oh, here we go. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh. Yep, so this is the page for the Sharon Air Mystery Knit Along by Casapinka. Casapinka likes pink. House pink. This is her little logo-y thing. Click on that. Well, it's not showing us a picture of her, but I don't know. Interact. I don't have a back button? How do I not have a back button? Alright. How do I not have a back button? Refresh, filters. Seriously? Oh. Somebody hit back for me. Alright. Oh my gosh. Ravelry. Properties. Interact. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll just get there again. My designs. Here we go. And then, oh, I can do patterns. There we go. I don't know where I don't know. I don't know. So let's try that again. Sharon Air. Oh, look, it's like nothing happened. All right. So this is the page about the knit along, the mystery knit along. It starts, oh, I can't scroll though. Really? All right. We'll learn that later. So this is the page about the mystery knit along. The mystery knit along costs $12, which it says somewhere right here. And I don't know if you can see my cursor actually. It's $12 because it lasts 6 weeks and it's $2 a week. And I get nothing from telling you about this. I get nothing at all for any of the stuff that I tell you. I bought, I'm trying to scroll so you can read about it, but anyway, we'll have to get better at this. I'm pretty excited I got this far, assuming that you can see what I'm seeing. Life is hard. Yep, so she hasn't started it yet, but I purchased mine and I got a preliminary. I'm talking to you and I'm making gestures as if you can see me and you can't. So we'll just come back here. I'm like doing this. So she used 4 colors of yarn from Miss Babs, which is a yarn company. I decided to go ahead and do the knit along because I had a lot of fun with the previous one, which turns out to have been last year's, and it turns out that I did not finish it yet. But I was close. So we can do the knit along without buying the yarn. Yes, without buying the Miss Babs yarn. Yes, yes, you can. You can buy whatever yarn you want, or you can use Stash. And it uses 4 color. I mean, I'm just telling you because I decided to participate. I'm not going to arrange anything. This is the new thing I'm telling you about for me this week. It's a 6-week mystery knit along. So she releases a clue, which is part of the pattern every week-ish. It might not be that. She pretends that her cat Sharon from security, is actually the one running the knit along. So it's fun. There's a hilarious cast of characters. She really does have a cat named Sharon and one named Finn, and there's all kinds of stuff. It's fun. I really had a lot of fun doing it last year, and I didn't finish because I got distracted, but I was close, and I'll pull it out pretty soon and work on it, but not immediately. So I decided to do it again this year, and I decided to use this guy because I just bought it. So if I use it, then it wasn't really even in Stash very long. So the knit along calls for 4 yarns, 4 colors, fingering weight, 400 yards of each. Since I can't scroll, I'll tell you what I remember. And Casapinka, the designer, said it does not matter what they are. So they can be a fade, they can be a contrast, they can be a speckles or solids or whatever you want. And after I bought the pattern, doesn't exist yet, but after I bought into the mystery knit along, I got a clue, the first clue she calls it, which was a schematic, which is like it's not really a schematic. It's a funny schematic that hints at what the shawl is going to look like, and somewhere on that page that I couldn't scroll, it says it's a new shape she hasn't tried before. So I'm trying to guess what the shape is, and I can't tell from the schematic. But there are just a few places where there's 2 yarns that go together. I'm going to yawn. Holy crap. Once again, I'm boring myself. There's only a few places where there are 2 colors in the same section, according to the schematic. So that's what purpose it serves, is you know that at least 2 colors want to have some contrast, so you can, I don't know what's going to happen. She likes slip stitches. A lot of her designs seem to have slip stitches. So anyway, I thought I'd try to find some in Stash so that I would have 4 colors, and I want to use this one, and I didn't want it to get lost, so I'm going to get my face out of the way. Oh, hi! That was not me getting my face out of the way, but that's me getting my face out of the way. I'm so brilliant. This is a skein from my Stash that is Why Not Fibers Soul, which is their sock yarn. So this is also where did it go? 400 yards. It's 100% merino superwash, fingering weight, and the color is dune grass. And Why Not Fibers is Kat Eldred up in Traverse City area, who's a friend. And this was the Ba La Jolla 400 yards, 100% superwash, and May 22 is the color, which, my birthday's in May. It's actually May 23rd, so next year it will actually be my birthday date. And I like the fact that they're both twisted and about the same, to the same look-ish, which is not important at all, I'm sure. I also had in Stash, which I've already wound because I started to make something with it and then changed my mind. Oh boy, talk about yarn barf. Let's just leave it there. This is Madeline Tosh. I've had this for a few years. I was going to make a shawl with it, and I still want to make the shawl with it, but now I think it's going to go with this. Look at that. Look at that. Right? Yeah. So this is Madeline Tosh Twist Light It's 420 yards, fingering weight, wool and nylon. So this is got the little bit of nylon in it that a sock yarn would have. And it's the color cactus flower, which is this color in Madeline Tosh land. So that is, just in case, those are 3 that I thought went nicely together. And then guess what I picked for my 4th color? I think you'll never guess. I'll wait a while and see if you want to place some guesses in the chat. I should set up another thing so I could be the big picture with these up in the corner. Does anybody want to take a guess at what my 4th color is? Let's hide that $32. I do it this way. Ooh, look at that. Do. Yeah, so you think blue is going to be the next color. Okay. I have been leaning toward a nice blue. So that is a very good guess. See if anybody else is wanting to pipe up. Purple. That is also a good guess. And I'll tell you, here's some of this color. And here's some of this color. And there's definitely purple. I mean, there's definitely lavender in there. But there's also definitely some pale blue, darker purple. Let's see where that goes. Ooh, there we go. There's purple in there. So that would match. Not that it has to match. I mean, this skein has, I swear it has every color in it. Look at all that fun stuff. Periwinkle. That would be a blue and a purple. Brown and orange. Hey, how many guesses are you making? I only need one more color. Brown and orange would be a variegated or a speckle, so that's actually a good guess. Or a valid guess. Let's see. Now I'm curious what the orange and black or brown, whatever, would look like. Nope. Yep. And I didn't pick that, but I do have this that I could put with it. Ooh, that would be really pretty. This is too thick. But yeah, it's definitely in there. Or it could have been... Ooh, where's the bright one? That would have worked. Wow, that's very bright. These are from my cowl. The cowl is the Juvie cowl from the Tunisian Crochet. I don't know, a Tunisian Crochet handbook maybe. And this is that lighter one. That would look really pretty too. Oh, Diane, that's a good idea. But these are the wrong weight. But good news. See, now you want me to, now I want to buy another thing of yarn. So these are Madeline Tosh. They're farm twist, which is too thick of a yarn, but the shop got Madeline Tosh sock, which would be the right weight, in a bazillion colors, possibly including, I'm pretty sure including this one. I forget which is Life on Mars and which is Afterglow, but that's those two colors. And this is Carolina Reaper, and somebody bought all the Carolina Reapers. So I can't use that one. But anyway, you're all wrong. Can't believe nobody guessed. I want to put black with it. Because why, Marilyn? Because if it's not a black shawl, I won't wear it. I don't know. Now I'm looking at that orangey brown, though. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Thoughts? It's kind of an interesting black because it's kind of tonal. There's light and dark spots. This is from Fairly Deep Stash. I don't remember when I got it. Oh, it has a Ray's Yarn Boutique tag on it, so that was a while ago. It's Shibui sock, 100% merino, and it's 191 yards, and I have 2 of them, so that's, oh boy, 382, which I'm pretending is 400. So there's my yarn chicken. What do you think? What do you think? Nobody's saying anything. They're like, oh, I don't know, Sarah. So I think I'll use the black the least. That'll be in where there's two colors happening. So that will determine, so the colors are A, B, C, and D, and I don't really care which are which, but when they play together, I'll make sure one of them's black, I think, to be the contrast with whatever. So that's my new project that I can't start until, I think it was August 12th that the knit-along starts, the Mystery Knit-along. Let's see if it says on that page. No. You like it, Diane. Well, good. I don't want to make it if it's crappy. I'm sad that I can't scroll. Marilyn liked the contrast, and Marilyn, you're the one who said, if it's not a black sweater, I won't wear it. This is a shawl. I think it would be really pretty with the black, because I really want this to stand out. Oops, you can't even see what I'm doing. I really want this one to stand out. So I think that it will. And that is that. That is that. I may have a dark charcoal, but I think that was going into my, I have one that's got little flecks of the magenta in it, or fuchsia, or, yeah. But that one is plied differently. It's tight, and I didn't like, it's a tight ply. And then I think I have a dark charcoal, but I think that's in my pile for my rickrack shawl. I don't remember what my rickrack shawl has. I think one of them's hot pink though, so oh boy. That's okay. That's okay. But I do have those two black, I'm gonna yawn again. I do have those two black skeins in stash, so I do want to use those up. I have lots of black in stash, but I like the fact that it has that tonal quality to it. The light and dark. Light and dark, yeah, you know, shades of black. All right, last thing, I need some help. You ready? You've seen this before too. I'm having trouble, and I need help with my black work, which no, it's not done yet. I am darn sure I didn't show you this yet. Not this part of it. I liked doing the last knit along with Casapinka, Diane says. I did too. I thought it was really fun. So interestingly, on camera, this looks a lot better. This was the original chart from the class that I took that was supposed to go in this spot. And on camera, it doesn't look bad. It's like little beans that some go horizontally and some go vertically. And it just doesn't look as crisp to me as the other ones. You can tell me what you think. I think the other ones look more, I don't know what the word is, smooth, more crisp, I think I'm going to go with. So I tried a different one, which looks awful. I thought it would look crisper, not like the refrigerator. Oh, I have a new refrigerator coming, hopefully next week. This is the one, did I show you this? This is the Blackwork embroidery book I ordered from Dover. They have like a dictionary of, it's charted out without a chart. I liked this one, although now I'm thinking it looks a lot like that orange one. But I thought that looked nice and graphic. geometric, modern, crisp. And I did a little bit of it, and boy, does that look crappy. And now I'm not the best. Maybe there's some things I could have done differently, and I didn't go very far, but I don't think that looks very good. So I wasn't happy with either of those. And what I thought was that maybe I needed to do a different blue, but the blue is actually showing up really well. So I don't think I need to use a different blue. Ugh. So I only marked the one, but I know I had found, that one could be fun. I know I had found some others in here. I don't want it to be a pain in the ass. That one might be fun. That one's wacky. I wouldn't be able to breathe. Too many things crossing in different places. I'm just showing you the right hand side for no reason. There's another one I really like too. I'm seeing if I can find it. I don't remember. This one's similar. But that one might look like one of these. I don't know. I thought this one was fun. But nothing else is diagonal, which maybe is okay. Maybe that would be good. Where'd it go? This one. It's more of those silly crosses. What do you think about that one? Enough black. Second one, yeah, that's too filled in. It's also, that's a good point, Diane. It's too filled in. No, that was Marilyn. That's a good point, Marilyn. It's too filled in. Diane says, is it because it looks too busy? Probably. I think you're both saying the same thing. There's just too much going on. And this one, I think it's because all the stitches are short, are one box wide, which isn't true. That horizontal one right there is the sides of the beans, if we can call them beans, are 2 boxes. I don't know. I think I might try this one. It'll be the starry things like this, but with the zigzaggies. And then the starry things will all run into each other. So let me move my marker over to that page. Yep, that's the beginning of the thing. So I think that was, whoops. I think that was the other one that I liked a lot. I'll let you peek. That one's interesting. I think I like that diagonal. Original will look fine when you have more done. That's what I thought too, but I just don't think it matches the others. Because it looks too dotted compared to the others. None of the others look as dotted. Do you know what I mean? And so today I was going to have you help me pick out a different blue, but I don't think that's the problem. I think that blue looks great. I'm going to try the diagonal one. And it was interesting to find out that one that I liked here didn't work. So I guess when I do more of this, I'll learn. Like, that looks open to me, but but it is not, in fact, as open as it looks. Wait. Oh, yeah, that is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. um, that's a thing. Marilyn is saying it's the contrast of colors in here. If you're familiar with my using the black and white thing of the camera, this blue is the same value as this red and not of any others, I think, which surprised me. And I understand what you're saying, but I still think, regardless of the color, it looks dotty. I'm still going to try the diagonal one. So you can, this one might be interesting too. This one. Yes. Hi, Nick P. Or Nick, not P. Hi, Nick. They are. This is a class I took last November. I remember because I was up in Traverse City. That's the only overnight trip I've taken since COVID started. And I took a class from Stitches through Zoom on blackwork. And the class was for this, why are these underneath? This trifold pencil holder. It was supposed to be pencils. So the chart has, that is my Nick. The chart has pencil tips and, always on the wrong side. And erasers, so it looks like that. And then they have the shorter ones have squiggles. But I have a lot of fountain pens, so I designed a nib, which I am very proud of, maybe a little overly proud of. Not that that would ever happen. And I successfully did that with a little help from Marilyn, who let me find the perfect colors, which are looking a little bright right now. There we go. In her stash of embroidery floss. And I used the fillers that the pencils would have used, but I took out the erasers because who the heck needs erasers on fountain pens? And I'm just on the last filler stitch and I just am not happy. And that brings us back to shopping for the new, wow, there's lots of words in this book. The new pattern. So I think I will try, and what I did, in case you hadn't noticed, is I tried, thanks Nick, I love the texture too, and it got me doing, I used to do counted cross stitch all the time. All the time. All the time. If you watch the live stream from last Monday, I talk about that a little bit. And I'll show some examples as time goes on, but this is not, it has some cross stitch in it, but blackwork is meant to be a filler stitch. It's from the time of the Tudors, and it was used on their clothing. But I've been having fun until I got to this one, and I'm just not happy. So what I did was I started it up here, and then I tried another one down here, and I was going to audition another one, but I'm going to take them out because I'm just not happy. It's all about me being happy. So what I thought was you helping me with picking out a new blue is now me realizing I just needed another. I'm still pointing to that like you can see me. I need to get another thing where I can flip and I can be big and the thing can be little. The phone camera. So that's what I wanted to show you today. The old project that's more finished than I thought it was, but almost finished, and the new project that I'm waiting to I'm waiting for the first clue in August. I think it's the 12th. I don't really remember. I'll try to solve the scrolling in the. I'm excited I got as far as I did with actually showing you Ravelry and being able to go to the page. Yay. The story for this week is, I already mentioned, I think, my refrigerator died. It went kerflooey months ago, less than a year ago, where it beeped and flashed, and I'm talking about the fancy computer panel in the door that I did not sign up for. I did not purchase this refrigerator. It beeped and flashed for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, and I was like scrambling looking for a new refrigerator because that wasn't what I wanted to be doing, and it never lost the temperature. It just beeped and flashed for 3 days straight, including at night, by the way. And then it stopped and it was fine. So I forgot about it until this week. This is Monday. Last week when it started beeping and flashing, but it was different and it got warm in there. So my groceries are spread across the land. And right now Clara and I are Clara's having dinner over at the neighbors, because I'm using their refrigerator for her home cooked ground turkey and hand mashed potatoes. She's not spoiled. Where is she? She's been really quiet. Oh, she's right behind me. She's been really quiet. So we just go over to the neighbor's house for breakfast and dinner for Clara. And then I had soup for lunch, a can of soup. I have leftovers over there. When I take Clara over for dinner, I'll bring my leftovers back and heat those up. So it's okay. Most places said they didn't. Well, none of them had the refrigerator I liked in stock, and none of them could have them to me now, which would be ideal. And most of them said that they might get them in late, like the end of August. So Best Buy thinks that they'll have it here on the 3rd of August, which is a week from this month. It's just over a week, so I can survive for that many days. Okay, that's it. I don't want to whine about my refrigerator anymore. I'll just pout a little bit. Thank you. We had a new excitement today. We got to look at Ravelry a little bit, which opens up a world of things. I'm going to work on this blue fountain pen thingy a little bit. Oh, also, Nick, black work is not usually on black. It's usually on white, or it's usually black thread or red thread on a light color that you can see it against. But because I'm an idiot, I wanted to put it on black. I wanted to do rainbow colors on black. So there you go. It's fine. It's all fine. I will see you guys, hopefully, next week. Thank you for being here. If you were a first timer, I'm thrilled that you found me. So that's exciting. If you would like to get reminders or notifications when I have something new up, you can subscribe. There's a button somewhere on YouTube that says subscribe, so you can hit that and you'll just get a thing that says that there's a new video. I don't know what happens when I'm live. I like my version better too. It's not a special fridge, it's just a fridge. I think it's this whole supply chain thing. Yeah, it's a plain old fridge. I wanted one without bells and whistles. You cannot get a fridge without at least one bell and one whistle. So that's what I did. I wanted nothing on the door except handles. And every refrigerator maker wants to have ice and water in the door. Excuse me. I don't want ice and water in the door anymore. I don't use them. So if you don't have it in the door, then you get an ice maker in the fridge. I could not find any normal refrigerator that did not have at least an ice maker inside. And if it's in the side-by-side freezer, which I thought I wanted, it takes up half of the door. So that's not useful. So the one I got, the one I settled, I used to think I wanted a side-by-side, but I've settled into a French door. I wonder... What did I just do? I wonder... No, I can't change the page. I don't have access to the top part. Okay. I got a French door top, so it'll open up and be refrigerator all across the top. And then the bottom is the freezer, and it pulls out, and then there's also a little pull-out thing inside there, and in that there's an ice maker, just a little, I think. And it's LG. My repair guy said never get Samsung or GE for the kitchen, so I stayed away from Samsung or GE. And I said, well, what's the good brand? He said anything else. So this is an LG. It's replacing my Electrolux that had all the bells and whistles and broke pretty epically. And then it turns out that the fridge I ordered, when you open the doors, because duh, when you open the doors, the top, that little strip on the top where the doors shut to, has a little teeny LED thing that has the temperature and something else. The temperature of the freezer and the refrigerator and something else. So little tiny bells, little tiny whistles, little few lights and a little ice maker. So we'll see. You will hear all about it when I get it. I'm very excited. I mean, I am very excited. More excited about the fact that I might have it next week. Knock on wood. Fingers crossed. All the things. All right. I know. It's hard to get a plain vanilla fridge, Diane. Oh, and I didn't want one that stuck halfway out into the kitchen, so I got a counter depth, which still sticks out a little bit because you have to have room to open the doors, I learned. Duh. But I got counter depth. Counter depth, French door, LG, no openings on the front. Go look it up. You'll probably find it. I don't know what it's called. Refrigerator. Okay, fun, exciting adulting talk. So I will see you next week, hopefully. Again, welcome if you were new to this. There's a year's worth, at least there's over a year's worth of me doing this. I've been slowly putting the old ones into the YouTube because they used to be on the they're still on the Facebook if you want to go watch them there, but slowly moving everything over to YouTube, and I've been doing this here for quite a while, so there's quite a few up. You're welcome, Diane. I will see you guys next week, if not before. Okay? Be good.